Hello and welcome. Myself Trishala Kara. In last lecture we have discussed the classification of Pisces. In that we have to complete classification of Pisces in first class Lycodermy, then Chondrichthyes and Ostrichthyes. In that Ostrichthyes class consists of three superorders. First Chondrostei, second Holiostei and third Teleostei. In last lecture we have complete two superorders Chondrostei and Holiostei, and in this lecture or today's lecture we discuss about the third superorder Teleostei. The Teleostei, it is also called as a modern reefing fishes. The body of these animals are light in color and the density of these or the bone density are reduced. Swim bladder is present and this swim bladder is a hydrostatic. In superorder Teleostei consists of a vast number of orders. In that first order is a clupeiforms. In clupeiforms fishes these are the marine fishes. The body of these fishes are compressed and color is a silvery. Cycloid scales are present all over the body. Here air bladder is present and the ear bladder is connected to pharynx. Tail is a homocircle. Pelvic fins are present. Then for example Clupea, Salmo, Torpon. These are the examples of order clupeiforms. Next order Austerophysi or Cypriniforms. In this order the air bladder is communicated to pharynx. Weberian ossicles is present and these Weberian ossicles are present in between ear, bladder and internal ears. For example, Carassius, electric eels, suckers, minnows, catfishes, labio, electrophorus, barbus, Arius, Clarius and Velago. Next order, Ophiocephaliforms. In this order, the fishes of heads, the head of these order fish are depressed and head contain a plate-like scales. Ear bladder present. This is ear bladder is present and a long, but ear bladder is a without duct. Accessory respiratory organs are present. For example, Ophiocephalus, or it is also called as a channa. Next order Anguilliforms. In this order consists of a eel-like animals or eel-like body. It consists of eel-like body. These are the long and slender. Here we see dorsal, caudal and anal fin are continuous. These are not separated. Pelvic, therefore the pelvic fins are absent. For example, Angula, Murena or Amphinos. Then next order Balaniforms or Synentognathi. In this order, here we see these fishes contains a pectoral fins and these pectoral fins are large and high on body. Here the cycloid scales are present all over the body. For example, flying fishes, Exocetus, these are Balon, these are the some examples of Balaniforms. Next order Syngnathiforms or Solenthes. In Syngnathiforms order, the mouth of these animals or the mouth is a suctorial and tubular snout is present. Swim bladder is present, but it is a closed swim bladder. In these animals contains a bony rings all over the body and these bony rings are protective in function. For example, Hippocampus fistellaria. Next, Perciforms. In this Perciform order, here we see the trout of these fishes are perch-like or perches. Here dorsal and anal fin are present, but these dorsal and anal fins are preceded by a spines. Pectoral fin is well developed on side. The Weberian ossicles are absent and air bladder is present, but air bladder is without duct. For example, anabus, climbing perch, perca. Then next order is a pleuronectiforms. In these order, here we see these fishes in order contain fishes. Our body is a symmetrical head with both eyes are present on one side. Body is strongly compressed and dorsal and anal fins are pressing or freezing all over the body. For example, Pleuronectus, Hypoglossus, Ochiris, Seraptura and Solia. Then next order, Tetradontiforms. In this order, the shape of these fishes are variable. Some like a globus means spherical. The jaws are present and these jaws are with a sharp teeth. Generally, the scales of the fishes are spiny. For example, Ostracian, Diodon, Tetradon. These are the examples. Next order, Eicheniforms. In these fishes, here we see dorsal fin is modified into a flat oval or adhesive disc on upper surface of head. Cycloid scales are present all over the body and air bladder is absent. For example, Eicheniforms or Remora. Then next order, Lophiforms. In Lophiform orders, here we see the mouth of these fishes are wide mouth are present. Dorsal fin flexible, spines are present. Dorsal fin spines located on head and these dorsal fin is modified into a lure. For example, Lophius anterius. Here we complete the classification of a superorder teleostei. Then next class, in previous lecture we have to see the two subclasses. First Actinopterigi and second Sarcopterigi. Here Actinopterigi we have to complete. Then next subclass is the Sarcopterigi. The general characters of this Sarcopterigi class is that these consist of a paired fins, legs like or lobed, with a fleshy bony central axis covered by scales. It consists of a two dorsal fins and one caudal fin, and these caudal fin are heterocercal and is with an epicaudal bone. Epicaudal bone is present between upper lobe and lower lobe. Olfactory sacs usually connected to mouth cavity by internal nostrils or internal nostrils. It is also called as a choanine. In subclass Sarcopterigi consists of two order. First order is a Crossopterigi. This Crossopterigi order it is also called as a lobed fin fishes. In these fishes, the jaws are well developed, therefore jaws are well developed, teeth are well developed, and maxillary and premaxillary are present. For example, Latimera. Second order Dipnoi. Dipnoi it is also called as a lung fishes. The air bladder paired with lung. Median fins continue to form a diaphysecal tail. For example, Lepidopteran. These are also called as American lungfish. Protopterus, this is also called as African lungfish. And Neoceratodus, it is also called as Australian lungfish. Here, now we completed the classification of Pisces. Now, we see what is the general character of Pisces or in all fishes. Generally, we know most of all the fishes are aquatic. These are marine or freshwater, herbaceous or carnivores on their feeding habit. They are cold-blooded and these are oviparous vertebrates. Their body is streamlined or spindle-shaped and these differentiated into head, trunk and tail. In fishes, neck is absent. The paired appendages of fishes are fins, and it consists of a paired pectoral and pelvic fins along with median and dorsal fins, and these fins are supported by true dermal rays. The tail is present and these tail are used in propulsion. The exoskeleton of these fishes. The exoskeleton of these fishes are dermal scales. Here, different types of scales are present. For example, placoid scales, cycloid scales, ctenoid scales, ganoid scales. These are the scales present all over the body. Denticles or bony plates covering body surface. Now, exoskeleton of these fishes, these are the two types. First is the cartilaginous or second bony. Jaws are hinged notochords more or less, and some notochord is replaced by true vertebrae. Here, muscles are arranged into segments, and these segments is called as a myotomes, and these are separated by dorsal and ventral parts. The alimentary canal is well developed and it is with stomach and pancreas, and it terminates into cloaca and anus. Respiration through gills, and the 5 to 7 pairs of gill slits are present, and these gill slits are found naked or covered by an operculum. Heart is present, and this is a two-chambered heart, first auricle and second ventricle, and venous or single circuit is present. Sinus venosus and hepatic renal portal systems are present, and erythrocytes nucleated means RBC contains a nucleus. These are a pioculotherms animals, or it is also called as a cold-blooded animals, or it is also called as a ectothermic animals. Then next, here we see kidney of these fishes are mostly mesonephric kidney, and excretion of these fishes are ureotelic. Brain consists of usually 5 parts: cerebellum, brain stem, pituitary gland, and hypothalamus. These are the parts of brain, and these usually present in the fishes. 10 pairs of cranial nerves are well developed in fishes. Paired nasal sacs do not open into mouth. Tympanic cavity and air ossicles are absent in fishes. Internal ears with 3 semicircular canals are present, and lateral line is a well developed. Sexes are separate, and gonids are typically paired. Gonoducts open into cloaca, or it is independently opening. The external or internal fertilization takes place. Females are oviparous or vivipar. Oviparous or ovoviviparous. In the eggs of these fishes are much of yolk. These are large. Extra embryonic membrane are absent. Development usually direct or with a little metamorphosis, or little larval stages, or indirect. Here we now completed the total classification of Pisces. In next lecture we discuss another topic. Thank you.